G'day. Bit of an angry vlog today because I'm pissed off. I was angry last night when I saw this. Uh, here in New South Wales, the Liberal Party, the Christian Moral Values Party, the Judeo-Christian fuckwits, they preach about Jesus and carrying on, and they recently, the Education Minister, Agent Piccoli, or dickhead anyway, he overruled the Education Department because the Education Department banned the Christians from teaching children things like girls who are raped encouraged it. Homosexuals are evil. Women are not allowed to say no to sex from their husband. All that bullshit. All in the name of Jesus. And the Education Department said, no, that is against our policy as someone, you can't teach that. So these religious fuckwits, they made a complaint. They went straight to this Christian moral values government and they overruled. So now they're allowed to teach children things like, if you're a girl and you got raped, you deserved it. If you're gay, you deserve to get bashed because you're a fuckwit, you're dirty, you're evil. If you're a woman, there's no such thing as rape. When it's your husband, he can do whatever he damn well wants. And now it gets even worse. What could be worse than that? The lessons are going to be compulsory. You can't opt your children out anymore. That's what's going to happen. I had Christian schooling, and they're a bunch of fuckwits. They're violent, they're child abusers, they're mentally insane. They shouldn't be allowed anywhere near children. Anyone who sends their child to a church is endangering their child, as far as I care. They are sociopaths. Completely dangerous. And here we are, going to force parents to put their children in religious education. So if you're Muslim, you have your Islamic. If you're a Jew, you have your Judaism thing, if your school provides it. The Christians have their own. But everybody else, you're going to get fucked. Pagan, Satanist, atheist, Buddhist, Taoist, whatever. Spaghettitarian. Your children, if you're at a state school, you've lost the right. You've lost the right as the parent to say your child is or isn't going to be taught this religious bullshit. And that's what it is. Bullshit. And I'm angry because I've seen his hatred firsthand. I've had to physically face it firsthand. I do not want my children to go through this bullshit. Do you not want any other children to go through this bullshit? When I was in high school, all sorts of shit happened at that Christian school. It was an all-boys school. It was Christian Brothers school. And there was one teacher, one of his ways of having fun was to make two boys go in front of everyone and give each other a passionate kiss, as if they were lovers. That is child abuse. It's a sexual assault. And now it's all good. It's what Jesus wanted. What the fuck is wrong with you in Australia to actually vote for these cunts? Seriously. You voted for Fred Noah because he bitched about Islam. Well, guess what? Christianity teaches the very same thing as the religion that you are scared of. Oppression. Oppression of women. Oppression of freedom. Oppression of free thought. If you want to bash up a gay person, hey, go for it. Because that is what happens with this mentality. And I know, because I've been at the end of this. When I was about halfway through high school, it didn't happen in high school. It was not high school related, but it was Jesus related. I was gay bashed. Yes. I was totally unable to defend myself because I was going through knee operations. I was on and off crutches throughout my whole high school period. I missed half of year 9. It came down to that. I missed half of my schooling in year 9. I missed so much of my final year school in year 10 that I almost failed my schooling because of absence caused by my medical issues with my legs. So I was unable to defend myself. So here I was, had the shit beat out of me. I'm laying on the ground, curled up, protecting my head, my ribs, my gut, as much as I could with legs I could barely bend. And I'm getting the shit kicked out of me because, gays are bad and Jesus is good. And I had to say that Jesus is good and gays are bad and all that bullshit. Am I gay? No, I'm not. And that's it. I'm not gay. Was I having sex with boys at the time? Yeah, I was. I was also having sex with girls. I started having sex when I was 12. Boys and girls, I was getting it on. Pussy and cock, I was into it. I was loving it. I was a nice girl. It was great. I've never gone out and sought to hurt people. I've known plenty of people, especially from the LGBT people. They're the most kindest, most wonderful people that I've met. And you got these stupid-ass moralizers carrying on, absolutely caring about what's good morals and that, and here they are endorsing what they know is going to bring back violence. Not just against gays, violence against women. This fuckwit Christian Taliban government is also closing women's refuges around the state. The Liberal Party and federal government is taking away the money, so they close across the country. The policy thing for the Liberal Party in my state, New South Wales, for women who had to flee home because their husband is beating the shit out of them is go home, stay home. Christians can go and get fucked. And seriously, fuck off. I'm sick of this. Jesus is wonderful and you have to be religious, you have to be Christian to be a good person. You know what? All I'm seeing throughout my whole life so far is that being a Christian makes you an evil motherfucking cunt who shouldn't be allowed to breathe the very air this planet circulates. I want to put you on a rocket and send you one way to the other fucking universe. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry because I've seen it. I've experienced it. I know other people have. I've seen people be disowned by their families because they're gay. Because Jesus. 11 years in Catholic schools. Jesus never taught this bullshit. Where the fuck do you Christians get this crap from? Never, never, never did Jesus teach that you should beat the fuck out of people. Never did he say that you should leave the poor to die because they're poor. Christian moral values. Go and get fucked. Liberal Party, Court Australia Party, if you and your Jesus sees that women have no right to say no to sex, then you're no better than the Islamic Taliban. It makes you the Taliban, the Christian Taliban. For fuck's sake. I used to joke around about, how about, we crucify these bastards and leave them in the bloody sun to die up in the tropics or in the desert. You know what? No. I wouldn't want to do it, solely because it'd give you more of a Messiah complex than you already fucking have. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? I think the reason why you're so obsessed with other people's sexuality is because you're too busy raping children. You're too busy molesting and having thoughts, sexual thoughts about your children. Some of yous have this thing about horses. That's why homosex is wrong. Or homosex is wrong because you're into horses. Yeah, I like a bit of homosex. Nothing wrong with a bit of the taste of sapien. Not that You lot will understand what bloody sapien means. Oh, well. Oh, man, you should have seen me last night. Shouldn't look at those things before I go to bed. I was up half a night. Anyway, I got a phone. I'll catch you later.